Welcome on in, everybody, and very excited to bring this event to you as we have DBX6 coming your way from the James L. Knight Center coming up on April 10th. And today we're here to preview the latest installment of the fastest rising combat sports promotion on the planet, Dirty Boxing Championship, which has already been making waves through their first 5 events, combining elite boxing with MMA style, big time finishes, highlight reel stuff that is absolutely sweeping the nation. And we are going to return on April 10th with an explosive interim heavyweight title showdown by Big Michael Garcia and Rob the Wolf Perez. The card's also going to feature a great co-main event with featured boxing standout Montavious Ware going up against veteran Luis Saldana in the co-main. Both fighters with 1-0 records in the dirty boxing ring, and plus an exciting electric undercard, which is going to have Miami fan favorite Bryan El Gallo Duran and 6'7" rising star Tibaba Progress. Full card of action and a full bunch of fighters ready to make big statements on this night at the James L. Knight Center, the legendary James L. Knight Center in Miami. It's going to stream live and free on the Dirty Boxing Championship YouTube channel. And for tickets and information, you guys can get those at dirtyboxingchampionship.com. I'm Brendan Tobin. Cannot wait to call this action coming up on April 10th, and very excited to introduce a bunch of great people here today. Starting off with our CEO and the birthday boy of DBX, Malki Kawa. Malki, how excited are you for this event?
Super excited. This is our best event by far. By far. This is going to be the best event by far. The main event, you got the Wolf and you got Michael Garcia. You can't ask for a better combination of fighters to be in the main event. So I think this is going to be a great card. The undercard has got some real good quality fights, including the Battle of the Giants. You guys got El Gallo, aka the Cash Cow. I mean, there's a lot for us to unravel here, but I mean, it is a phenomenal card from the beginning to the end. This is going to be a great card.
Absolutely can't wait for it. Also with us here today is MMA superstar and part owner of Dirty Boxing, the chief violence officer himself, and of course, a favorite broadcast partner of mine, Platinum Mike Perry, who's in the midst of training camp right now. Mike, before we get to the event, how is training camp going? You're going to be fighting Nate Diaz coming up on the MVP card, the Ronda Rousey Gina Carano card. How is that going? Everything going smoothly for you?
Yeah, everything's going great, man. My boy T-Rex McKinney just got a big knockout in the UFC. I've been training a lot with him. His wrestling is astounding. Our MMA skills coming back together. I'm really excited for, getting in the hexagon and showing the world, making my return to MMA. But, with DBX coming up, is a little taste of Mike Perry in the ring that night before we get to my event.
Well, we can't wait for it, man. It's always exciting to see you there. It's always exciting to have you ringside calling these fights as well. How excited are you for DBX6?
Oh man, DBX6 is incredible. Like Malky said, this is the best card yet. The next one's the best one. These always get great. Some big time matchups on here. Everyone's interested in the 6'7" Progress to see. He looks like he hits pretty hard. And then the Wolf making his return. People are hungry to see the Wolf return. He always says he fights a lot like Mike Perry. He's definitely trash talking. He's heated at his opponents. He trains hard. He brings it in the fight. And then Michael Garcia, I found out about his boxing abilities in Dirty Boxing Championships, and he let me know it. He was like, you didn't know. And then I was like, I didn't, and now I do. And they both have had so much success in Dirty Boxing. For them to be competing under this banner, I think the fight's going to be incredible.
Cannot wait for it. Let's introduce the two members of our main event here, as they are going to be fighting for the interim heavyweight championship of the world. This man who has absolutely lit the dirty boxing world on fire is a boxing veteran from Southbridge, Massachusetts. He has dominated so far in the dirty boxing ring. Started off with a first round knockout back when this thing started in November of 2024. Then getting a win over UFC veteran Zach Pauga and Alex Nicholson at DBX1 and DBX2. He's 3-0 in the dirty boxing ring and is making his electric return coming up here on April 10th. He is Rob the Wolf Perez. Wolf, great to have you back.
Glad to be here. Glad to be here, Brendan.
How excited are you for this, Wolf?
Man, it's just another day in the office for me. Um, it just had to happen. It should be Rosenstrike, but I got injured. He dealing with whatever he dealing with, and so they needed a fill-in, and this motherfucker's the next victim.
I'm not going to introduce you as that, Michael, but let's get to the other side of this card. Big Michael Garcia. Big Mike, it's great to have you back in the dirty boxing ring. You've started off 2-0, most recently with your win in Nashville at DBX4. You had an electric debut at DBX3 against Victor Cardozo. How excited are you when you got the call for this opportunity?
Man, it was just waiting to happen. It's a matter of time. But hey, I'm ready to shut this dumbass up for sure.
Fuck off.
Fuck you, bitch.
You ain't nobody, bro. You
Motherfucker.
didn't beat. Listen, you didn't beat Victor. Victor gassed himself out, and you barely lasted with
Why the
fucking
fuck you think
Levi,
he
which
got
is a
tired,
nobody.
dumbass? Why
Which
the
is
fuck
a
you think he got
nobody.
tired,
If
stupid
Rosenstrike didn't
motherfucker?
beat
Nobody
his
fucking
bitch,
impresses me
you
like
wouldn't
that.
be
I'm
you wouldn't be
impressed,
having
bro.
this talk. If it wasn't for Rosenstrike slapping his girl upside his head, we wouldn't be here. You wouldn't be here.
Bro,
You'd be
I
irrelevant. You'd
told
be
you
trying to work
I'm
your
a
way back
gay.
up to the top. So what we really talking about, bro? Your whack ass
And
little
it's
Muay
nothing.
Thai
The
elbows
good
ain't
thing
gonna
is that
do
it's nothing to
shit.
really talk about,
I
dumbass.
get hit for a living. Zach threw
You
elbows.
could tell,
Fabio
bro.
threw
You
elbows.
could
Alex
tell,
threw
dog.
elbows and didn't do shit. I'm
You
a
could tell you
fucking
get
wall,
hit
bro.
a little
You
too
gonna hurt your
motherfucking much.
elbow on my fucking head. That's what you're gonna
Okay.
do. And I'm gonna
All right.
fucking drop you in your jaw. Because your jaw's been
Let's see.
tested both times and your ass wobbled and fell. You're
Bro,
gonna
I
feel
ain't
the
never
power.
been dropped
So
by nobody.
underestimate me
DBX6,
just like the last three did. Underestimate me.
DBX6. Hey, DBX6,
April
catch the
10th,
fireworks.
Miami,
These guys are ready to rock and roll.
You could
Let's get
already
ready to rock
tell
and
this.
roll.
Fucking Chavis
James
Cheston.
L. Knight Center, boy.
This is going to be an electric night.
Bro.
Rob,
Keep talking too fucking much.
if we can we'll get to the back and forth with you guys in a second. But Rob, you have been out for a little bit. You were supposed to fight for the original title. You got injured. What has the time been like out? Have you taken advantage of that? Are you fully healthy? Have you felt yourself get better? What has the
Man,
time out of the ring been like?
I'm 200%. Like I said, if it wasn't for this motherfucker slapping his girl upside the head, who would be like Garcia? Who? Let's be real. He's the B side for a reason. You're the B side for a reason, and I love your mentality. Underestimate me like the last three did until they got in the ring, and the last one, Perry's butt buddy got put on a fucking stretcher, and that's what I'm gonna fucking do to you. I'm putting you on a stretcher.
His knee gave
So
out,
keep
bro. You act
underestimating
like
me.
you did something. You act like you did something. His knee gave out. The fuck you talking
He was
about?
still getting rocked. I don't
What
give a
you
fuck
talking
if his knee
about?
gave out.
Your
He was
dumbass
still
got rocked
getting
before
touched in
you
the
did.
chin.
What you
And that's
talking
what I'm gonna
about?
do to you. I'm
All
gonna
right,
test
bro.
that chin of yours. I swear on everything, I'm gonna fucking test that chin of yours. So you better
All
be
right.
fucking ready.
Oh,
You
I'm
better
ready,
be
bro.
ready.
I don't
There's a difference
underestimate
between
DBX6.
me
nobody.
and you. I
Hey,
love to
Cool.
get hit
I'm
for a
DBX6
ready,
living.
bro.
live
I love
I'm
to
at
get
ready.
James
hit.
L. Knight
I
Center,
laugh at it.
April 10th, Miami, Florida. This is your main event, people. You got Rob the Wolf getting ready to go against Big Mike. I mean, you can't. This is what main events look like. This is what they're supposed to sound
Don't
like.
He's
underestimate
not even
Michael
big. He's not
Garcia.
even big. He built like Gumby.
His boxing has been great in dirty boxing. He's got you both
Well, who'd he
undefeated
fight?
DBX fighters.
Who would he
Mike,
fight though? Let's be real.
Well, you swear
Michael,
like I'm the, like dirty boxing is my first fights, bro. Like I still
Okay,
haven't
you had
lost.
one. You
I
had
still
one
haven't
before
fucking
that, and a
lost.
couple of amateurs. Big fucking deal. That's why you. That's why you had to come over here. You over here trying to act like you were somebody. You were nobody, bro. You had two wins, and both of them you shouldn't even won. You sat there and hit a dude that didn't fucking move his head. My kids can do that. Like, let's be fucking
Okay,
real.
bro.
And you hit him with 13 elbows and still didn't put him down. You fucking soft ass Gumby. You got no
Well,
build
hopefully
to
I
you.
hit you
You
more
got
and you
no
still
power.
standing, bro.
You're fucked. You are completely fucked.
Bro,
Your
that's all you
Michael
gonna see.
Michael
That's all you
Garcia,
gonna
ooh,
see
your
is the
elbow.
dumbass.
Your
is this
elbow. You
Michael.
hit him
trash talk
That's all you gonna
getting to
see,
you
bro.
and your game plan? Is this trash talk bothering you in any way?
Not at all. That's what fucking that's just funny, bro. Like he sounds retarded as fuck. Like
No,
you can tell he doesn't
I
know what
do
the
what
fuck
I
he's
do.
talking
I
about.
entertain. Unlike your boring ass. Hey, nobody want to see you. They want to see the wolf. They coming out to see the motherfucking wolf. You just another
They
bystander in
want to
my
see you
way.
because you're a fucking
Guaranteed.
clown. So they want to see you get fucked up. They don't. You think you're
Nobody
there as your
did. That's a
fan,
fucking
dude?
lie.
Come on,
DBX ain't
bro.
been the same since I've been gone.
Come on, bro.
You ain't putting on no show. You got no
Come on, bro.
personality. You got no charisma, and you got no fucking skill. Because the last two niggas were nobodies. They were
What is a
fucking
weakness you
nobodies.
each see in your opponent?
I see a
Like you
scared
said.
bitch ass Gumby. That's what I see. Four-eyed fuck. And go
Well, I'm
ahead.
gonna fuck your
Underestimate
stupid
me. I
ass
love
up,
it.
bro.
Underestimate me.
Man,
Underestimate me, because when I hit you, you're gonna fucking regret it. You're gonna regret
that's the
all
thing.
of it.
You're
You're
so
gonna
fucking
regret it.
stupid. You don't fucking listen to what people tell you. Who the fuck is underestimating you? I don't underestimate none of my
I seen your
opponents, bro.
podcast. Yes, you
Regardless,
did.
it's a fucking
I saw
fight.
your podcast with this nigga. I seen it. You
Wolf.
sat there. I'm gonna hear nobody. Oh, he just talks a lot of shit. The retard. No,
Yeah,
I sell
I
the
said you're a
motherfucking
fucking
show. I
one-dimensional
sell
fucking fighter.
DBX, and
What
I'm
the
gonna
fuck you
do
got
it
fucking
till the
me?
day I
I'm still
fucking
gonna fuck
die.
you up
Shut up.
regardless.
Nobody want to hear your fucking speech
I'm gonna fuck
impediment
you up
ass.
regardless.
Shut
Look
up,
at you getting
bitch.
all worked up.
Shut up.
Look at you
All right,
getting
guys,
all worked
let's
up.
get
Nobody
But
want to
you
hear you
someone's
talk.
head?
Let's
Oh,
let's
but you
let's
in someone's
let's get
head,
into
huh?
more of the fight here in just a second. Here, obviously, we can tell you guys are very heated and are ready for this match. But Michael, have you been doing any different types of training when you got the call for the championship fight? What type of preparation have you done for the Wolf and seeing his matchups?
Before I got the call for the fight, I've been working on the shit that I've been lacking. Obviously, I watch my fights over again, over and over and over again, so I can see where I'm fucking up, where I'm lacking at, where I'm slacking. And obviously, it's been my boxing as much as like I said, it's been good. That's where I've been practicing on a little bit more boxing, more range control. I'm gonna show this fool that I'm not no fucking Gumby, whatever the fuck he says. I'm gonna tear this fool's ass up. I'm gonna pick my shots and I'm gonna get what I want.
Aside from thinking you're going to go right through him, Rob, what have you seen in the prep from Michael in this matchup that you think you could take advantage of?
Bro, he started off with Victor good, and then when he fought Levi, you could see his flaws, his fucking. I'm telling you, he's. I've been doing this boxing shit. I've been training hard, and I went pro like 4 years ago. Look at my record and look who I fought. I fought Ali Felice twice, which is a Connecticut favorite, signed with J Prince, signed with Top Rank, an elite motherfucker. And still he couldn't put me down. So the fact that this bitch ass thinks he really got a shot, he's
You
delusional.
didn't lose, dumbass.
It don't matter if I lost. He's an elite fighter. I'll take the L. And your fucking point, he didn't put me down, and you ain't nowhere compared to his boxing skill. First of all, you're a fill-in, bro.
That's why it's a
You
dirty
need to
boxer,
understand.
bro. Them
You need to
elbows will show you.
understand. You are
They'll
the
have you
fill-in.
respect that.
You are the fill-in. You're the only other
You'll
fighter that
respect
has
that.
an undefeated record, and they need to give me somebody that I need to beat up on, and it's you.
I've
You
seen
really
both
think
of
you
you
deserve this
guys.
shot? You're fucking delusional.
I've seen both of you guys take incredible shots. You know, Michael Garcia's got that Mexican chin that everyone talks about in combat sports.
He wobbled.
And the Wolf definitely took some baseball bats to the head in some of his fights with the way that, you know, he fights. He's even said it's Mike Perry-esque, you know, and he's like a big bro. So, you know, the way that these guys are going to come at each other is going to be exciting. Under the dirty boxing rule set, it's all inside boxing with
You
elbows
don't get
and
it.
ground and pound to knock down opponents. I mean, April 10th is going down. These guys are going to go for broke.
Malki, what have you obviously we've seen the back and forth here. Does this get you even more fired up for this matchup?
It is absolutely. I mean, listen to me. This is the thing. We're super excited to have the Wolf back. You know what I mean? He's right in the one sense where he was the next guy up to fight Rosenstrike before Rosenstrike's issue. But if we're being completely transparent here, number one in our internal rankings was Rob Perez. Our number two guy was or is Michael Garcia. So this is a fight between 1 and 2 for the interim heavyweight DBX championship of the world. So I mean, this is exactly what promotions are made of, right? You got this type of heat, this type of like, you know what I'm saying, promotion. This is what you're coming to see is these two guys don't like each other. Michael Garcia is a hell of a fighter. He's 2-0 at DBX, right? Rob Perez is a hell of a fighter. He's 3-0 in DBX. You got two undefeated DBX fighters going at each other for a belt. This is exactly what you're looking for. So hell yeah, I'm excited. You can't beat this. I mean, you can't beat this with a stick. This is how good this thing is.
Oh, a couple more for you guys. Then we're going to turn it over to the media. But Wolf, because this is a championship fight, you've obviously made a big impression on Dirty Boxing. Do you feel any different motivation? Does this feel like any extra stakes on the line? Like, have you felt that in the lead up into this?
No, because the Wolf is dirty boxing, and dirty boxing is the Wolf. Fuck the belt. He can keep the fucking belt. I'm entertaining as fuck. I don't care what he says. He can call me retarded. He can call me, all you do is talk. I sell shows. I entertain. I give the people what they want. Manja, manja. I give them what they want. I don't give a fuck about a belt. What I give a fuck about is beating him the fuck up, shutting him the fuck up, and he can go back to being a fucking stay-at-home dad or whatever the fuck he does in Cali. Fucking bitch.
Oh,
Michael, same thing to you. Do you feel, aside from the motivation to go against him, do you feel any extra motivation with this being a championship fight?
No motivation. Same shit. Same thing. I'm ready for the fight, like always. And I never give a fuck about my opponent, but this fool, man, it's not even that I got something to fucking prove. I want the doctor to stop this motherfucking fight. I'm gonna cut this little bitch ass up. He said 13 elbows. Hopefully I can land like 15, 16, maybe fucking more.
And
I want
still
the
not
doctor
put me
to
down
stop
because
that
you're fucking
motherfucker.
soft.
The
Even if
best
I don't
part,
Get in
drop
the
your
gym.
stupid ass, I'm gonna
the
cut you
best
the
part
fuck
about
up.
this
I'm gonna
fight.
cut your ass the fuck up. I'm gonna
No,
make you
you're
fucking
not. You
sorry.
can't hit what
Okay.
you can't catch, motherfucker. I'm
Okay.
not Victor or Levi.
Okay.
I'm not gonna stand right
This
in
is
front of
one of
you
the
so
best
you can
parts
hit me,
of
you
this
Okay.
fight.
pussy.
The best
Fool.
part about this
Go
fight.
Watch.
see yourself, fool.
Watch. You're
Angry
gonna
ass.
see. You're gonna
Hey,
realize
B.
real fucking quick in the
Okay.
first
Hey,
round. I'm
Brendan.
no fucking
Rob,
joke.
The best.
Mike,
The
let's
best.
hear what Malki's got to say. Go
The
ahead,
best part
Malki.
about this fight is a 5-round fight. So it's either going to get done real early or this is going to be a bloody war all the way for 5 rounds. They're
Oh
going to
my
bring it. I
gosh.
mean, I can't wait. This is a great fight. This is going to be a phenomenal fight. If you are in Miami, April 10th, and you're not at DBX, you're going to miss out on one of the greatest fights that's probably ever going to happen.
Let's turn it over. Andrew, you got anybody from the media that we have for the two combatants?
Yeah, sure. Thanks, Brendan. Media, thank you very much for joining us. For those that have questions, if you could just hit that raise hand icon, we'll get to you. Our first media questions are going to come from Alan Dawson with Uncrowned for Yahoo Sports. Alan, please unmute yourself and you can ask your question.
I think I've unmuted myself. Can everyone hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yep.
Perfect. Yeah, thanks for taking the time, everyone, on the call. My name's Alan Dawson, as Andrew mentioned, columnist at Yahoo and editor-in-chief at Boxing Social. I've got a first question for Mike Perry. There's a few really interesting MMA-adjacent fight firms founded in the last 5-10 years, Dirty Boxing being one of them. And it seems to me there's more of a catchment of interest on the MMA side from a fan and media point of view. But culturally, how much growth could Dirty Boxing capture if and when it penetrates the boxing bubble like it has with MMA?
You know, it's kind of where combat sports is right now. I mean, we see MMA fighters going to influencer boxing, or we got, streamers doing influencer boxing, and then there's not a ton of boxers coming over doing MMA. I had the mix in with bare knuckle, and we created something truly special with Dirty Boxing Championships, the rule set. I'm still looking forward to one day getting in the Dirty Boxing ring and using these rules in my favor. So, it's just the way combat sports is rolling with influencer fighting and MMA, and we gave them the perfect middle ground with Dirty Boxing Championships where MMA fighters and boxers can meet and throw down under their, kind of bested rules.
Well, let me add something to that too, Mike. Let me just interject real fast. I think absolutely this sport has the potential to grow and catch on, even in boxing. I think what people need to recognize is that when we created this sport, we created it because boxing, quite frankly, is boring.
Mm.
Take that how you want to take it, but boxing is boring. And so here you're guaranteed to have the action. Our rule set is guaranteed to have the action. I could take two of your best boxers, put them in our rule set. If they never threw an elbow, it's still better than regular boxing. I mean, that's just the reality. There's no hugging allowed, right? The ring is smaller. The gloves are smaller. It's all made for the fan. This promotion is made for the fan. It's made for the guy that spends his money to come in there and watch action. That's what this is for. So if you like action, then Dirty Boxing is your thing.
Well said, Malky.
I appreciate the interjection, Malki. Happy birthday as well. You took my next question, out of my mouth. So I answered it already. So moving on to Rob the Wolf Perez. Got a lot of experience in gloved boxing, both as an amateur and pro over the last 5 years. Fought bare knuckle, I believe, as well. Now in dirty boxing. In bare knuckle, I know the biggest difference for athletes coming from boxing like Austin Trout is the clinch work. But for you, what's the biggest difference transitioning to the dirty boxing rule set and style heading into DBX6?
I mean, honestly, just learning how to throw elbows. I mean, I've been hit with baseball bats. I've been hit with pipes. I've been hit with shit a lot harder than elbows. So me being afraid of elbows is non-existent. But I definitely would like to learn how to throw elbows just to spice it up and be more versatile in the ring.
Appreciate you, Rob. Thanks for taking the time too. Michael, you mentioned on the call about leveling up where you're lacking. What have been for you the main transitions to continually master this unique rule set of dirty boxing, stand up more so than just straight boxing?
Mixing it up because I come from a Muay Thai background, so it's a lot different when you could answer with kicks and teeps and work your elbows into that, and that's a null and void. So now it's more of a how do I get my boxing in with setting up my elbows that I'm great at actually.
Do you think Muay Thai has more of an advantage coming into dirty boxing than, say, boxers might do?
Honestly, after this being my third one, I think it's like hand in hand, to be honest with you, because you do need to like you do need to know how to move around in the ring as a boxer with your boxing, because like I said, the elbows are great when you're in there, but it's a different setup. You can't set it up the same as a Muay Thai fight. You can't set them up, so you need to know that boxing. So it goes hand in hand. I think they're pretty even in there.
Awesome. I'm looking forward to coming over to Miami to see the show. Best of luck, guys.
Thank you.
Appreciate you. Look forward to having you.
Thanks very much, Alan. Appreciate those questions. Our next media questions are going to come from Matt Brown with Brunch Boxing. Matt, please unmute yourself and you can ask your questions.
Hey, thanks for having me. This first question is for Malki, because Malki, you have represented a who's who in combat sports, guys like John Jones, BJ Penn, Anthony Pettis, Jorge Masvidal, who obviously have an eye for talent. Can you just tell the fans who are going to be tuning in on April 10th, who are the guys that maybe you have identified that they should be looking out for on this card?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, look, right off the rip, the main event is a card that is the fight. Like, listen, from an entertainment value standpoint, the main event is by far the best that you're going to get. Now, if you're talking about a real, purely skilled like boxer, a kid that's going to bring it every time, I love this Montavious Ware kid. There's something about that guy there. He's got superstar written all over him. That guy's in the co-main event, and he's fighting a kid named Luis Saldana, who's a really, really good fighter also as well. That's going to be a real test there. But if you go back and watch our last DBX and watch Montavious Ware, that guy's a pure boxer. He came into our rule set, and I mean, he put on a show. He put on a hell of a show, and he's phenomenal. I also like this cash cow, El Gallo, Bryan Duran. He's 8-1 with 8 KOs, bare knuckle fighter. I mean, this is another guy that's going to jump into our rule set and see what he can do there. That's another guy that if you're looking at him, you're like, okay, you know what I mean? So this card has a lot of our hand on it in the sense of like matchmaking. Opposite of Dana White, I'm very involved in the matchmaking. Opposite of Dana White, I'm going to put these fights together. And so at the end of the day, when you get a guy like Tibaba Progress versus Blake LaCaze, you got a 6'7" monster versus 6'6" monster. That might be the fight that determines who fights next for the winner out of these two. So I mean, the main card, the prelims, undercard, there's so many different ones. But if you put a gun to my head and made me pick one, I'd probably tell you Montavious Ware. That guy there, I think, has the ability to possibly be a big superstar.
Oh, thank you. And this one's for Platinum Mike Perry. Now, obviously, we know you're getting ready for your fight with Nate Diaz, but you did say that you are kind of champing at the bit to get into dirty boxing. How much scouting are you going to be doing for that main event on April 10th as a potential future opponent for you when you do arrive in dirty boxing?
Yeah, I gotta put some weight on if I'm gonna be fighting in this main event. These guys are a lot heavier than me, like 20 to 40 pounds. So, I think the matchup, for me, Dirty Boxing was chasing me fighting Nate Diaz, and possibilities are endless. There is some really great fighters and names out there that would possibly be willing to do some good work with us here in Dirty Boxing, fight against me under my own promotion, because Dirty Boxing has been making a lot of noise and blowing up. So it's a good banner to fight under. We're giving people the clout, and we're on a a great platform, and so it's just a matter of time. But for now, I'm focused on the task at hand with my fight May 16th. But before that, I get the little warm up with watching Rob and Garcia go at it.
Yeah, no doubt, no doubt. And speaking of making a lot of noise, this question is for Rob the Wolf Perez, man. Hey, listen, you're fired up. You're writing a lot of checks with your mouth that you're gonna have to cash on April 10th. you do those seem to be a little upset that you're not fighting for the full heavyweight title because Biggie Boy had his little situation. Uh, how do you guard yourself from being let down and maybe underestimating your opponent on April 10th?
I mean, yeah, definitely everything happened for a reason. It's all part of God's timing. Um, like I said before, I talked the talk and I walked the walk. Motherfuckers didn't think I was gonna back it up the last three times. I don't know why anyone thinks this is gonna be any different. Uh, Alex was I'm pretty sure, bigger, taller, more skilled. And look what I did to him. Everyone goes, yeah, his knee blew out. He was getting touched up before his knee blew out. So it would have just been worse for him. But yeah, man, I don't see this as much as a threat. I'm just coming to do what I do best, and that's entertain, put on a show. The Wolf belonged to DBX, and DBX belonged to the Wolf, and I'm just grateful by the grace of God. I'm able to do what I love to do. I ain't got to be like some people and worry about a 9 to 5. And I get to train and do what I live in the gym, and I love it, and I wouldn't trade it for the world.
All right, man. Thanks a lot, man. Best of luck to you on April 10th.
Thank you.
This one's for Michael Garcia. I gotta be honest with you, man. Hey, Rob don't respect you. I'm not even sure if Dirty Boxing respects you because I've seen all the promotional materials. Everything is come out and see the wolf, the wolf. Everything is the wolf, the wolf, the wolf.
Because he's not
So you
entertaining.
are the underdog in this fight. You're kind of the disrespected guy in this fight. I need you to tell the wolf and tell the public why they made a mistake by choosing you to fight Rob the Wolf Perez on April 10th.
Man, that's it's shit that I've always been underestimated. Every time I fight it, it's like they bug me to fucking lose, and then what happens? I end up fucking winning, like fucking always. And it's all right, man. Like he said, he's there. He ain't afraid of me. That's cool. He's there to fuck me up. That's all right if he fucking says so. But that's not what's gonna happen, man. It's not what's gonna happen. I already know it.
All right, man. Well, listen, best of luck to you. I'm looking forward to a great fight, a violent fight from what it sounds like, April 10th, man.
Sir.
All right. Thanks, Matt. Appreciate your questions. Our next media questions are going to come from Jim Conlon with RCB Radio Sport in Ireland. Jim, please unmute yourself and you can ask your questions.
Hi there. My first question is for Malki. I suppose, Malki, if you look at the success of DBX so far, 86,000 concurrent streams, 12.5 million total views so far, and over 46 million social media views. A phenomenal achievement. Where do you think the further growth can you be made in DBX when you look at those numbers?
I mean, look, when you take a look at those numbers, it's just showing you the same. I think the thing that we all understand, that this is headed in the right direction, right? So to me, I think we end up going from 86,000 concurrent views to 860,000 concurrent views to 8.6 million concurrent views to, you know what I mean? Like it'll just continue to grow exponentially as we continue to try to reach all the four corners of the world. I mean, it's one of those things where, again, we specifically created this to be a nonstop action-packed promotion so that the common guy, common woman comes to an event or watches it on YouTube, you know what I mean? And they are entertained from the beginning to the end. Every single thing you guys see, right, has been handcrafted, handpicked. It's been thought about. It's been debated about. It's been fought about. And then we come and we present it to you guys, including this main event that our matchmaker AJ Ariosa put together. And let me just say this real quick: if anyone in our company has underestimated Michael Garcia, I'm going to fire them because we're not putting a guy against another guy for a belt just because we underestimate. We think the world of Michael Garcia. We think he's a very formidable opponent. We think he has a chance to be the heavyweight champion. And the beautiful thing about a fight like this is you don't know until the fight happens. So for us, there's growth everywhere. And as we continue to get fighters like this fighting and showing their skill set off, I think that it's just there. I don't. What's really going to stop it?
I suppose my next question is for Mike Perry. Mike, you're an internationally recognized name. You're known all over the world. You're known here in the UK and Ireland as well. But for the fighters of dirty boxing, to make them known globally, to make them known in the UK and Ireland in terms of your influence, in terms of promotion, how can you make the fighters of this brand be known overseas like you are in terms of a household name?
It's hard to know what drew people to me. What I've always thought was the action that I get in, barn burner fights. I go for broke. I am the king of violence. Um, and fighters like these two are, and the action that we have in dirty boxing, when you put them in there and they go for broke and they fight their hearts out against each other, that's just a respect that most martial artists grow from. And these two are going to put on a war, and I think people are going to pay attention if they're watching now, if they're paying attention at all. Obviously people are busy, but it's quick to, if you can't make it to Miami, first of all, who doesn't want to hang out in Miami on the weekend? It's such a lovely spot in the United States. Everybody loves a trip to Miami for the weekend, but so that's going to be a good time there. People are going to have the beach and then go see the fights. And we're going to promote it in the meantime on Instagram and other things, through my account. When these guys post that real talk and they say those real things, and I know they're fighting their hearts out when they get in that ring, those things get shared, and hopefully people gravitate to that, and dirty boxing just continues to grow.
I suppose my next question is towards Michael Garcia. Michael, in terms of people be curious to know, what is a dirty boxing training camp look like for a fighter? You're probably 10 days out from the fight now. Can you give us maybe a breakdown of, in terms of preparation, will be like for you for these next 10 days?
Well, this is the last hard week that we got going on. So right now, fight week, yeah, it is next week, but to me, it's still far a long time from now. Right now, I'm just focused on giving as much as I can. Right now, I already finished my first workout of the day. I still got another one today. As the last hard week, so we're not letting up at all. It's consistency. It's a lot of how to explain it, like a lot of rounds actually in the boxing ring. A lot more boxing than I usually am accustomed to. I do a lot of Muay Thai, so and a lot of bag work. So right now I'm doing a lot more boxing rounds than I'm used to. So that's what this fight camp looks like. It's more boxing oriented. And of course, as soon as you get into that close range, we got them elbows. So we've been working on that as well.
Rob, just in terms of you showing great showman skills and entertainership skills in terms of promoting this fight, in terms of being a fantastic talker, is that something you were always gifted at, or is that someone did you aspire to, and maybe learned your craft along the way in terms of being able to self-promote yourself?
Yeah, anybody that really knows the Wolf knows I've been like this since day one. There's no facade. It's not a persona. It's like my opponent just likes to talk shit and be like, oh, you're annoying as fuck. There's a reason I'm posted all over DBX. DBX might as well be my second backup page for Instagram, because I talk the talk, and I'm entertaining. People love that shit. That's something my opponent can never do, never train to do, learn to do. I'll give you the belt. You can have the belt after I beat your ass, and still, no one's gonna care because you're a nobody. You don't, you bring no presence to yourself, my guy. You're boring as fuck. And there's a reason that the Wolf is the Wolf, and the Wolf, but it does so successfully in DBX because I'm just who else can talk shit and back it up the way I do besides Mr. Perry? Come on now.
Indeed, indeed. Great. They said, best luck to everyone involved, and we wish you all the success in Miami.
I wanna add on real quick, Andrew, before you go to the next guy. One thing I want to also tell you, I'm looking at the fight card. I see representation. Tibaba Progress, the big 6'7" giant. He's from Ghana. Milos Janicic, he's from Montenegro. Big star right there. Right. You've got Seung Jung Lee, the Korean barbecue. He's from Korea. So when you ask that question of how we plan on, continuing to expand and grow. We're in talks right now with a lot of fighters from the UK and from Ireland. So expect in the next coming fights to have a good representation from Ireland, the UK, different parts of the world. I mean, we've got guys here from Nigeria. This is a multicultural, multifaceted type of promotion, and you guys will continue to see that. And I think that will also definitely help in the growth of the company.
That's why he's
Perfect
CEO.
addition there, Malki. Oh, sorry, Mike. Go ahead.
No, I was saying that's why he's the CEO, man. Malki took everything I said about how the company is growing, and I come from a fighter's standpoint as someone who grew up as a fighter in the company and is trying to promote the company. And Malki he's the one in those closed rooms when the business deals are going down. He's got the gift of gab when it comes to making the business and showing you how the market will grow.
Well, if it means anything, Mike, I'll just tell you this: working with you is phenomenal. There's a guy from the UK right now that bothers me all the time about fighting you, and I told him, let me get your visa together. Either he comes here or we're going over the pond, and maybe you versus there until in dirty boxing will finally go down once and for all. So just know that I'm slowly but surely working on certain things for you as well in dirty boxing. So there you go, reporters. I got some stuff cooking. So
I like it.
Perfect addition there, Malki. Thank you. Thank you for those questions, Jim. Our last media questions for today are going to come from Percy Crawford with the VIP crew. Percy, please unmute yourself and you can ask your questions.
come on, Percy. Unmute yourself, Percy.
You there?
I gotta go get my kids from school.
We might have. All right.
I think Mike's got to go.
I'll throw it back to you, Brendan, to go ahead and get closing comments from everyone and wrap things up.
Well, since he's got to get to the car line, Mike Perry, let's get some final thoughts on this before we get to April 10th in Miami, DBX6. How excited are you? And just give us some final thoughts before we close this thing.
Man, I'm so grateful for all the warriors that come on and put on a freaking show, man. And it's tough when these guys got to face each other online and they can't put paws on each other yet, and it's such a build up and intensity to getting in the ring and facing each other, and they're born for this, these guys. And not just these two, many of our great fighters. I mean, Malki named some: Milos Janicic, Montavious Ware. It's just a couple. The Saldana, who is Ware's opponent. I mean, he's an experienced MMA fighter, and we're asking the question: what is the better base? Boxing, Muay Thai, MMA. What is the better base in mixed martial arts? And under this rule set, I think we get to find out. So, I'm very excited for these very intense matchups, and it's a pleasure and an honor to, put on these shows for you guys and work with this great team that puts everything and then get to go out to the ring and make the walk myself and put on one of the best shows in the year. So, really looking forward to everything. Thank you everybody for their time, and may the best man win. Have a great day.
All right,
I appreciate you. Appreciate you, Mike Perry. And you guys can get your tickets at dirtyboxingchampionship.com. And look forward to having the chief violence officer there yet again. Malki, we are back in Miami after a couple trips to Nashville and to Houston, back where the cards have been starting. Just your final thoughts on this event coming up and being back home for the 305 for this one.
We were cooking. We're still cooking, and we're excited to serve this on a silver platter. April 10th, James L. Knight Center, Miami, Florida. I'm telling you guys, day before the UFC, this is going to be an epic fight card. We have everything for everyone. I'm telling you, the heavyweights are here, the lightweights are here, the pure boxers are there, the Muay Thai guys are. I mean, you have everything you want in a fight card. This is going to be electric and exciting. For the guy that's out there looking to spend his money on combat sports where you're guaranteed excitement, DBX is it. DBX is it.
DirtyBoxingChampionship.com, DBX6, April 10th at the James L. Knight Center. We'll get our combatants here to close this thing out. Michael Garcia, overlooked, whatever all that is. You got 10 days until this main event comes down. What are your final thoughts as we wrap up and go into this fight on April 10th?
I'm ready. I'm grateful for the opportunity. I'm just ready. I'm ready to go. I ain't thinking about his ass yet till fight day. Just another person in front of me.
Wolf.
You already know it's the Wolf Show. Always will be the Wolf Show. I will like to say thank you, Malki. Out of all the promotions, Top Rank, all the other boxing promotions, the bare knuckle promotion, man, this one they really look out for the fighters here. They take care of the fighters. It really does feel like home. Everyone feels like family, all the way from the dude on the janitor at the bottom, all the way to the Malki, all the way up top. One of the best promotions to fight for. April 10th, y'all need to get your tickets, watch on YouTube, because I'm going to cave this motherfucker's face in.
DirtyBoxingChampionship.com. Get your tickets. James L. Knight Center, April 10th, and it will be also streaming free on the Dirty Boxing Championship YouTube page. Guys, thanks so much for doing this and getting us ready. Have a healthy rest of your camp, and we cannot wait for April 10th to see everybody there in Miami for DBX6.
Thank you, guys.
You already know.
Appreciate it.